if I may say, buying a house is a lifetime achievement, and you will stay there forever. I know somehow you have to get a loans from the bank, and you have to borrow you some money. But before you know, you have to decide and to check the kind of income you are aiming, and you have to have maybe 10% of what they are borrowing from you are borrowing from the bank, depending on the policy of the bank you want to, or you are operating. Some bank may say 20% from what you have, meaning if you have to have a house of maybe 100,000, you have to deposit like 20,000 or 30,000 for them before they can equivalent to loan, if you will be able to pay. And the other thing they have to know, they have to check your income, your salary, the kind of salary, the amount you aim every month, and totally they will not know if they remove your loans, the one you borrow from them, and the one that you can able to manage yourself throughout the month. So I will advise everybody to buy a house. One, because if you buy a house, as I said earlier, the house will remain yours forever. But you have to also consider one thing that I always tell people, that before you get in a house, or before you decide to have a house, you have to check if you have a fine. If maybe you enter train, or maybe you by mistakenly they stop you, maybe you don't have ticket, and when you are not able to pay the fine they give to you, so that one will generate another problem in the future. So before you do that, you have to check yourself if you are owing them money, and because these people, they don't play with the fine they give to you, the loan. Because whenever you acquire something, if you don't have something to, they will seize for it. It's not even though you don't pay according to some of the country, they will accept it. But once they have something to seize on that money you don't pay, maybe you already forget, my sister or my brother, they will come for you. So they will not, as the money increase every day, so they will not come and say, okay, since if you don't have to pay this, they will give you time limit. So if you don't have to pay this money, so they have to seize the house or the property you have, maybe your cars and other thing that worth the money you are aiming. So I will advise you first, before you decide what to do, or to have a house, or to rent a house, or wherever. So you have to check if you already have some money that you have not paid on ground. So consider that one first as the first step you have to take. Then secondly, you have to also check. Many people say, I'm getting old, according to my age, if I have a house, maybe buy a house of like 40 years, 50 years, how will I able to pay at the moment? So it depends on you. I know many people have already stayed for the country, or for a particular house for more than 20 years. If that moment you bought that house at that time, maybe from that period, for the little period of time you have to acquire, or to be able to pay that money you borrow, because most of the money, the time duration that the bank put on it is just 20-30 years duration for you to able to pay the money they borrow you. So if you consider the time you are spent in one particular building or in one particular apartment, so 20 years, 15 years, so if you buy the house that particular time, so I think by this time it gets to maybe 10 years or 15 years more for you to pay that. So I will advise, maybe not say, okay, I will, if I'm not able to pay that money. Yes, we know. If you don't buy house at the moment now, so you also, and you have children in that particular country you are living, so meaning you are also putting that children into stress. So it's better for you to plan well for your youth age, and to see if when you give back to other children, and if they can able to follow the step you are. So I will say for you to plan good or at your youth age. Plan how you were able to live your life, and also think of your future. If I have children, how will my children be able to still live the same rent I have lived before? There are so many today, so many people in different country, and they still stay rent with their children. Their children also grow up. So you are also putting your children into stress. So let's do our best to make sure you plan well at your youth age first. Then you also consider if you can able to